You might think the reason why you haven't started that business, gone for that promotion, or changed your lifestyle is because of time, but the truth, it's the mind blocks you're carrying. And some of them sound so valid, you've been holding them for years. They feel very justifiable and they feel very reasonable. Hi, my name is Priscilla and I help busy millennial moms who've lost themselves in motherhood discover their sense of self. Let's look at what are mind blocks. They are like invisible fences. They are the limits you set on yourself, often without realizing it, based on what you've been told, what you've seen, and what you've experienced. And the sneaky thing, they don't feel like excuses. They feel like legit reasons. Like for real, the reason why I can't be this or the reason why I can't do this is because of X, Y, and Z. But here's the thing, a reason can be valid and still be holding you back. Here are the most common mind blocks. Number one, I have to do it all. We've all been there, feeling like if you don't do everything, then somehow you failed as a mom, a partner, a woman. But here's the truth. You can't do it all, not all at once. This kind of thinking sets you up for burnout. You're constantly chasing an impossible standard. Redefine what all means for you. Prioritize what actually matters now, what matters in this season of my life. Delegate and let go of the rest. The cost of staying in this sort of mind block is the constant exhaustion, resentment, and the belief that you're never enough. And when you're running on empty, nobody gets the best of you. Not your kids, not your partner, not even yourself. The second mind block is I'll focus on myself later. This is a very classic someday trap. One day I will. Someday I will. You tell yourself once the kids are older, once life settles down. What does that even mean? Does life ever settle down? Once things get easier, then you'll take care of yourself. As if you can put a pause on yourself and then like when you feel ready, when life has gotten easier, you now press play. The truth is the day never actually comes. Life will always give you another reason to put yourself last. To get out of this kind of thinking, start small, but start now. 5 minutes of journaling, a short walk, a class you've been putting off. Show yourself you matter in the present, not just in the future. If you stay the same, you're gonna lose yourself. And when you finally look up years later, you might not even recognize who you are outside of being a mom. Third mind block is very common. My dreams died when I became a mom. Somewhere along the way, we picked up that motherhood cancels out ambition, that your dreams have to wait to be put on hold until the kids are grown. This makes you shrink. You lower your expectations because you believe motherhood and personal dreams cannot coexist. Look at it this way. See motherhood as fuel, not a full stop. When your kids watch you go after your goals, they don't just hear you say, dream big. They see it in action. That's the most powerful lesson you can give them. If you decide to wait, you may regret it, waking up one day and realizing you put your dreams on pause so long, they quietly died. Mindset number 4, housework is my responsibility alone. This one is deep-rooted. So many of us grew up watching moms do it all. So we unconsciously carry it forward. When you see housework as your job alone, resentment builds. It reinforces the belief that your worth is tied to how much you do. Reframe the idea that it's all on you. The home is everyone's responsibility. everyone eats, everyone wears clothes, everyone makes a mess. It's not help when your partner or kids do the chores, it's responsibilities. If you continue, you carry the invisible load and it leaves you drained. Your family misses the chance to learn teamwork and responsibility, and you're left feeling unappreciated. Number 5, this one is very cozy. I have to stay in my comfort zone. It feels safer to stay small, to avoid risk, to keep to what you know, especially when motherhood already feels overwhelming. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Staying there keeps you playing smaller than you're meant to. Start by small steps, not leaping. Take one bold step outside your comfort zone, then another, and then you build momentum. Before you realize it, you've gradually left the comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, you settle, you live below your potential, and you teach your kids to do the same. Mind block number 6. This one sounds so valid. I don't have the skills. It sounds so logical, doesn't it? But it's really disguised as something, maybe even fear. You tell yourself you need another qualification, another course, another bit of training before you can move forward. Waiting until you feel ready keeps you stuck. You never feel fully prepared, so you never take the leap. Remember, skills are learned by doing. The best training ground is real life. Start messy, start small, but start. If you choose to stay the same, you'll have wasted time, missed opportunities, stay underpaid, undervalued, or unseen because you believed you were not qualified enough to step up. Mind block number 7. Oh, this one just irritates me. I'm just a mom. Just a mom? That word just? Oh, never underestimate what a mom is, what a mom does, who a mom is. This one is very sneaky because it feels very humble, but really it's a way of shrinking yourself. When you say I'm just a mom, you minimize your role. You overlook the leadership, resilience, multitasking, and emotional strength it takes to raise a family. So own it. Mom is not just. It's a powerful identity. And you're more than that too. Being a mom is part of your story, not the limit of it. If you define yourself as just a mom, you lose confidence. You stop chasing opportunities because you convince yourself you don't bring value outside of motherhood. So let's spend time unpacking this one. This one I feel very, very passionate about. Number 1, be aware of your thinking that you're just a mom. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. The first step is noticing the thought that's keeping you stuck. Maybe it's I have to do it all. Be aware of the mind block or the invisible fence that you have created. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. The first thing is noticing the thought that's keeping you stuck. Maybe it's I have to do it all, or I don't have the skills, or I'm just a mom. Write it down, say it loud. When you name it, you strip it of its power. Instead of it running on autopilot in your head, you shine a light on it. Awareness is the first act of freedom. Next, take a small action anyway. Here's the secret. Confidence doesn't come first. Action does. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. So take one small step. If your mind block is I don't have time for me, start with 5 minutes of stretching or journaling or going for a walk. If your mind block is I don't have the skills, start before you're ready. Start messy. Record a voice note. Write a post. Test the waters. Every tiny step proves to your brain that you're capable. I know you can do it, and each action builds momentum. Next, surround yourself with women who have already done it. Now, this may not be in person. It could be your mom who achieved greater lengths, your grandmother and auntie. Out of the people that you know, reading an autobiography, watching something about a powerful woman, they can be an inspiration. A mentor is not just someone who you see physically. It could be someone's story you've seen on YouTube, you've watched a podcast. Inspiration is everywhere if you look hard enough. There's power in proximity. When you connect with women who've broken through, the very block you're struggling with, you borrow their belief. You see living proof that it's possible. This might be in a support group, a community, a coach, or even the stories you choose to consume online. Little by little, their courage rubs off on you until it becomes your own. Breaking free isn't about overhauling your whole life overnight. It's about awareness, small actions, and choosing the right people to remind you of what's possible. When you do that consistently, the mind blocks lose their grip and you step into your power. Your mind will believe whatever you tell it most often. So tell it something powerful. Your mindset is your superpower. Use it to rewrite your story. If you can relate to this, drop a comment with the mind block you're working on breaking. In the next video, I'll be talking about one of the biggest traps women fall into is confusing being nice with being kind. That's what I'm gonna be breaking down. If you're interested, subscribe so you don't miss out the next video that's coming up. I'll see you in the next one.